I'm here backstage in the men's locker room where I've met with Randy Orton, who will team with a mystery partner tonight. Also preparing backstage is Edge, who is set to compete with Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. Randy, could you tell us anything about your partner tonight? I've had a lot of people ask to team with me tonight to win those tag titles. CM Punk, Kevin Nash, Batista, and even Edge here. But you know, Sheamus, maybe my partner tonight is someone a little close to you. Edge, are you ready for tonight? I've dealt with Swagger for months. I've had the shortest world title reign. I've had to sit back and watch Sheamus cling to that title. My title. Tonight, I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to leave with championship gold. Hello everybody, welcome back to WWE 12 Universe. My name is Jitch and I am your host tonight for a stacked episode of Raw. Originally scheduled for tonight, we had a World Tag Team Championship match scheduled to kick things off here tonight. The United Kingdom's Wade Barrett and William Regal were set to defend against Randy Orton and a partner of his choice, but as you saw from earlier tonight in a backstage interview, they made sure that that wasn't going to happen. So instead we're getting this tag team match kicking off Raw here tonight. Yoshitatsu and Ricky Steamboat up against Demolition is going to be the match that kicks off Raw tonight. But also to come tonight, up next, we are going to be seeing a one-on-one confrontation between Kevin Nash, the former contender for the European Championship, and Randy Savage, the current contender for the European Championship. Kevin Nash feels he should still be in the title hunt. Randy Savage has got a thing or two to say about that, and he's going to take care of Nash tonight. Also coming up tonight, in our third match of the night, we have got a big women's battle royal. Now that we've got all of these other women here on Raw, it's time to find out who the rightful contender to the Women's Championship is. Karma has taken momentary leave after what happened at Survivor Series. Something kind of went wrong. We think maybe she had some kind of injuries coming out of that match, as that definitely wasn't a very traditional Karma match. Maybe she was fighting through a little something without letting it on. So Karma has taken some time away. A new contender must be found. 6-woman battle royal coming up later on tonight, which will feature at least some of the new women here on Raw. And then that big main event. Sheamus has insisted, don't you worry, he will defend his World Heavyweight Championship in tonight's main event. He is a fighting champion, he claims, which is rich coming from a guy who came out last week and said he was gonna go on vacation. But obviously Sheamus willing to defend the championship when it suits him, and tonight with his #1 contender once again taken out of the picture, it'll be interesting to see who he has hand selected as his opponent for the World Heavyweight Championship. We know Drew McIntyre pulled something very similar to this a month or two ago, giving a title shot to Michael McGillicuddy, who again, is a very talented guy, but he wasn't ready to go one-on-one with Drew McIntyre for a title. McIntyre knew exactly what he was doing with that one. It should be an interesting match. Yoshitatsu, Ricky Steamboat finally getting back in the tag team swing of things as we get closer to TLC. I will say Wade Barrett, William Regal, they got lucky here tonight. They do not have to defend those tag team championships. I don't think that's right. They were the ones that conducted the backstage attack on the likes of Edge and Randy Orton. I feel like they should be made to defend those tag team championships tonight as kind of payback for that. Sheamus has apparently set the United Kingdom all out for blood tonight, including Drew McIntyre, who has still somehow not seen the light and left those guys, but rather insists that Sheamus was just being a good leader when he attacked Drew McIntyre last week. I don't know what kind of good leadership skills he thinks that is, but Sheamus continues to drive a wedge between, I think, a lot of people's beliefs in the United Kingdom and their success. Demolition, a team that have been trying to get the spotlight a little more, trying to be more center stage when it comes to tag team matches. They've been demanding a tag team championship opportunity, saying that Smash was blowing away that series and therefore they deserve a tag team championship opportunity. Ricky Steamboat and Yoshitatsu, they say, we've been peacefully waiting out back for our opportunity. You don't see us complaining, but if you really want to settle things, we can go one-on-one or two-on-two even, and that is what brings us to this match here tonight. The love for Yoshitatsu trending worldwide. We had a hashtag thank you Yoshi last week, trending #2 in the nation after Yoshitatsu's performance in last week's Tag Team Contenders Battle Royal that was won by Randy Orton. People were incredibly supportive of Yoshitatsu, just praying and wishing that he'd have won. But unfortunately it was Randy Orton, the man with no tag team background, that came out on top. So as you heard him say earlier tonight, he's had a lot of people come to his aid and offer a partnership of some kind, but no one's really jumped out to Randy Orton yet, it would seem, so I'm not entirely sure who he's going to end up teaming up with. We've been told the Tag Team Championship match will be taking place next week on Raw instead of this week.
With his strength alone, Smash can manhandle most people. Smash. Oh no!
Yoshitatsu kind of been taken under the wing of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, a living legend in the wrestling business, who has tried to kind of take Yoshitatsu on as somewhat of a protege and make a star out of him. And unfortunately, they haven't really had the time or chance to do that here on Raw. It's been a little bit tight, but we're finding a system that works for everyone at the moment. Big suplex there, very impressive. Yoshitatsu is. Here comes the living legend himself, Ricky Steamboat. You'd think you were watching a show from the 90s if it weren't for the fact that Yoshitatsu was in the ring. Not the 80s, but you know.
Tag team contest underway. Both of these teams have been very game so far. And the swinging neck breaker takes him down. Smash loves to work people over with
Off the ropes goes Smash. Oh, there you go. Nice arm drag. Something Ricky Steamboat is famous for. He usually connects with a arm-based submission hold, wrenching the arm back after one of those, traditionally. But of course, not in WWE 12. Not at all. I don't think we've seen a single submission victory this whole season. They're quite impossible in the first few seasons, because it's the shitty breaking point system that doesn't really work. Maybe one day. One day we'll get our very first submission specialist. I'm sure there'll be a certain submission specialist in season 3.
You know, there's just so much at stake for these teams in this match. Oh, Ricky's got the arms, and look at this.
Ooh, very nice. Smash crashing down to the mat, and here's the cover. I will say that was quite impressive the way he didn't even get a 1 count. Steamboat is sizing up, and oh, there's the crossbody. That's the finishing move of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, if you didn't know. But of course, right in Axe's corner, I don't know what he was thinking there. I think it was quite nice the way Axe, helped Smash up to his feet there. That was very thoughtful of him. I would have definitely capitalized a little more than just going and tagging your partner in if I was Smash. Oh, very nice move by Axe. Axe is a very beefy boy. Shame his face paint's really bad. Smash definitely had the better face paint between the two, and his wasn't particularly good either. Into the corner of Steamboat and Tatsu. Axe trying to add insult to injury. I mean, Axe is very fresh. Smash has been through a series of matches over the last couple months, whereas Axe has just kind of been sat out back, watching. Smash trying to lock in a submission hold on Steamboat, but no avail as the ropes were right there. And now what's Axe gonna do? Into the corner. Okay, setting him up on the top. Well, I don't really know what Axe could be looking to do other than a big time superplex. Yep, looks like that's where he's going. Crashing down to the mat. But he doesn't go for the cover. Axe is looking to brutalize a little bit. I mean, they've been kind of made out to look like chumps here, and Demolition consider themselves one of the biggest legendary tag teams on the face of the earth. They're definitely not coming across as that right now, so I can see kind of where this bruised ego is coming from.
Lifted and now placed upside down.
What the hell is this? Is Axe looking to do? Ooh.
And Steamboat gets dropped. Right now his head must be screaming in agony.
Oh, Ricky Steamboat manages to finally get a move in.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
And Steamboat leaps over for the tag. There you go. Yoshitatsu now, the man of the hour, the man you've all come to see. Every single one of you clicked this video because Yoshitatsu was on the episode. And I think if the referee would have just started counting the pin, that would have been it. Yoshitatsu looking for something crazy. There is his senton. The classic Yoshitatsu top rope senton. And once again, referee just does not want to count. He hates the Yoshitatsu hashtags. He hates them. He can't stand them. He hates Yoshitatsu. This referee is the reason he's not been getting any opportunities. You think Yoshitatsu's a loser? No. Referees just won't count his pins. Oh, we got back and forth here. Tatsu, oh, very careful. Nice German suplex. He loves them sentons. We're gonna see the Steamboat special. Oh no, he does his own version of it. It's fired up.
What's he planning here? No!
Very nice. Okay, now we're getting another hot tag, this time from Smash. Smash coming in, all full of momentum, doing the exact same thing that Yoshitatsu just did. Into the corner. It's a bad place to be for Yoshitatsu right now. But Yoshi. Oh boy. Could this be enough? He's going to hit him with the smasher. Oh, Jesus! That was amazing! Oh my god, and the referee's actually counting it. Oh, it's just a one.
Incredible counter. The referee getting involved now.
What is this? Whoa. Interesting submission. Oh my god, I was just talking about submission. Yoshitatsu makes Smash tap out. I don't know what that was. I've never seen him do that before. I didn't even know he had that. Well, there you go. That's the music of winners you're hearing right now. Look, seriously. The art of submission.
tag team.
Wow.
And this one was
Well, I think Ricky Steamboat's got to be proud of Yoshitatsu for this one. What a match that ended up being in the end. That kick at the end from Tatsu was nuts. There you go. Two heroes stand tall. Up next, Randy Savage, Kevin Nash. This one you do not want to miss. Tonight's episode of Raw is of course brought to you by the late 80s / early 90s. Demolition, Ricky Steamboat, now Kevin Nash, and Randy Savage.
This is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 380 pounds, Kevin Nash.
Don't worry, there's no more old timers after these matches. For tonight, I think Raw's got quite a lot of them, actually, thinking on it. Although that might have actually been all of them on this one episode. Yeah, I think that was. I don't think there's any other. Oh, there's Vader as well, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, there's also Vader. But off the top of my head, that's all of them. Kind of curious who's got the most, like, legends, actually. I mean, Edge was retired at this point, so I guess he counts too, actually. Although he'd only just retired. Considering this is set in 2010 still, and Edge retired after Mania 27, which was 2011. Yeah, he'd still be active at the moment. So he doesn't count, actually. Batista was already finished. So what we got? Nash, Savage, Demolition, Ricky Steamboat, Batista, Lesnar.
His opponent from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 239 pounds, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
So that's like 7 out of the 20. And then on ECW you got Arn Anderson, and Mick Foley. I think that's it. But then that's only 15 people, so 13 out of those 15 are current. And then over on SmackDown you got Eddie Guerrero, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, and Michaels was still current. No, Michaels was done actually, so Michaels counts. That's right, he retired in 2010. Did he retire in 2010? Yeah, Mania 26 was in 2010, that was his last match. You know, other than what happened recently. But we don't talk about that. Undertaker was still current. So I think SmackDown's only got 4 off the top of my head. Yeah, Raw's definitely got the most. Raw's got 7. It's alright. As the games go on, more legends appear. It'll be a fun little mix of everything. Don't worry. It'll be fun. It won't be bad. It'll be fun. I swear. If I just keep telling you it'll be fun, then you'll believe me. The Macho Man Randy Savage is not going to back down, but this is definitely one of his biggest opponents yet. No pun intended. Kevin Nash has got a great mean streak behind him. He's not exactly the biggest winner, but he's not the biggest loser either. And he's been very determined to capture a championship since arriving on the scene back in, I believe, May. You know, here we are 6, almost 7 months later, and Nash has still not captured a championship, and I think that really infuriates him.
And remember, we still have that blockbuster main event tonight.
Truly believes he should have won at Survivor Series. Him and Vader have been kind of taking it in turns, blaming each other for who's the reason that they lost at Survivor Series, and I think there's a little bit of tension building between them.
Both men appear to be casualties.
Of course, last week on Raw, we know Vader won a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, which, of course, goes towards tonight's main event with Sheamus. I've only just now mentioned that for the first time, because I half forgot. But, you know, obviously, with Edge taken out and Edge being in top contention as well, he was told he was going to be finally getting his shot. I imagine we'll be getting that one-on-one match between Vader and Sheamus, actually, now I think about it, because I don't know how I managed to forget that, but I did. It was seeing Nash that reminded me. Maybe Edge just won't be able to take part in the match. Sheamus has got a lot to prove.
And Macho
Is this
makes
going to be
the
enough to
cover.
get the job done? No.
He gets the shoulder up at 1.
That was awkward.
Ah, look at this.
Oh, did you see that? His body twisting and turning in a sickening way.
Knocked into the middle of next week.
That's not good. And Macho Man is
I think it's a little early to be calling for anything, Macho Man. Maybe he was just telling everyone how tall Kevin Nash is.
right to the back of the head.
Well, we saw one submission work tonight. Who knows? Maybe this will be the night of submissions. I mean, it wasn't, even slightly. We've probably seen at least one submission this season. It's definitely a rarity. No one was really using them that much around this time period, other than one man who was released for being an absolute piece of shit. He was about the only one. I think Sin Cara was using a submission move around this time. But Sin Cara also has a 2-12 win-loss record, so that kind of shows how that's working out for him. I think it might be a little bigger than that, actually. It might be 2-14 or something. I think Chavo's the one with 2-12. Speaking of Chavo, what a main event we got tomorrow night on ECW, huh? Chavo Guerrero became the #1 contender to the ECW Championship last week when he beat Sin Cara one-on-one, and now, you know, initially he was looking to be going toe-to-toe with either Big Show or Kane, but I feel like the odds have almost been a little more evened out for him, because now he's going to be going up against Jack Swagger, who is, if you didn't see this week's ECW, has made his debut over there by aligning with McMahon and robbing Big Show of the ECW Championship, for lack of a better term.
Sleeper hold, putting pressure right around. And he escapes the hold.
I mean, at the moment, Macho Man Randy Savage's only real offense is getting back control of the match.
Ass call that. Yeah.
Goes for the cover on Kevin Nash. I mean, it would definitely be impressive.
Shoulder up and one.
What a move. What a smart move.
Where the hell's Nash going?
And Randy Savage is loving this adulation from the WWE Universe.
Look at this.
I don't know what the hell that was all about, but I mean, it worked. Nash seemed like he just wanted to create some space. Big man, a hard hitter. Really laying into Randy Savage right now. He goes for a cover of his own, but Savage's arm just about caught the ropes there. I don't see Savage... Yeah, I was about to say, I don't see him winning a test of strength against Kevin Nash anytime soon, I'm afraid. These tie-ups are definitely never going to end in his favour. But the #1 contender to the European Championship will face Drew McIntyre for the title at TLC in 3 weeks' time. They have yet to have really crossed paths with one another. Macho Man is looking to capture his first championship since debuting. I think roughly around the same time as Kevin Nash. He was one of the new signees.
Great counter there by Savage.
Savage? Very good.
Have those ribs looked at after this match.
And Macho Man now up on the top looking for it, and oh no. That would have been big.
Nash sets him
Uh-oh.
up. Here we go.
Jackknife powerbomb. Got him.
Nash practically broke him in half.
Randy Savage doesn't need a loss right now. He worked hard, real hard, to get that European title shot. And there you go, just about kicked out.
Nash.
Watch it.
Not very often you see someone kick out of a jackknife powerbomb. I think that really does say a lot about the heart and soul of Randy Savage. Oh boy. Well, he ain't kicking out of two.
Powerbomb. Nash delivers another one.
Kevin Nash.
Can he score the
I
pin?
guess he'd had enough.
1, 2.
No freaking way! I love when that happens because I can never ever predict it, but my god does it put someone over big. I don't know what Randy Savage is running off of right now, but I hope he can bring his A game like this when he faces Drew McIntyre.
Kevin Nash with a devastating counter.
Oof.
One vicious neck breaker.
Off the ropes. Got him.
Well, no one said Randy doesn't have a bit of an ego. Uh-oh. This is
Just like Randy Savage to want to play to the fans as much as he can. That's how he keeps going.
And down goes Big
Is he
Sexy.
calling for it? Is it going to happen? Kevin Nash just keeps getting back up.
Oh, man.
I don't think he's done enough damage.
Crushing
Oh,
damage.
could really see the struggle to get him up there.
2.
Oh boy.
King, as soon as this match is over, we may need our medical personnel down here to check on the injured ribs and back.
Yeah, if this
Savage. Oh
we
no.
may need him down here before that. This match has taken so
That's
much
problematic for Randy Savage. Kevin Nash is obviously going to have to capitalize off of that one. Crashed and burned. Kevin Nash is going to be frustrated. I mean, two jackknife power bombs, and Randy Savage is still in this match somehow.
Watch out here.
Oh, how much pain must that neck be in then?
Oh, that rocked Nash.
And again, he moves to the outside.
Oh my god. So fast.
Nash has him.
When he needs to be, he will be. Kevin Nash really laying into Randy Savage right now.
Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet. Oh, Macho Man had that one scouted. Geez,
Oh, wow.
lights out. Oh, that's not gonna make the Macho Man happy. This isn't good.
This is bad. Randy Savage is in a lot of trouble right now. That's got to be it. No man could possibly kick out of 3 jackknife power bombs. Oh, I mean that could be a mistake on Nash's part. He's not even going for the pin anymore. The guy's frustrated.
He thinks he has it. 1, 2, 3.
No, that's it.
Nash wins.
I tell you what, I give Randy Savage a lot of credit though. He really showed what he can go through in this one.
Here is your winner, Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
Absolutely no shame in that outcome. Randy Savage really made a name for himself, but the more important note here is what Kevin Nash did in this match. Absolutely, this guy is ready for a championship some point down the line. What a victory that was. Kevin Nash coming out on top. Is he next in line for the European Championship? At the moment, Savage is still the contender no matter how many times or how many ways Nash beats Randy Savage. Savage would be the contender at TLC. Anyway, up next we're going to find out who the contender for the Women's Championship will be. Now that the Divas Championship has been retired, all women here on Raw, and we're going to have a big battle royal to find out the very first contender for the new unified Women's Champion, Beth Phoenix, and a 6-woman battle royal next. Did I say 6 women? I meant 4, because 12 doesn't allow 6 women in one match. Whoops.
Is a fatal 4-way scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Denver, Colorado, Eve.
Well, Eve coming on out first here tonight. This is going to be a match to give some women who have never really had the opportunity or held a championship, I should say, as a well, one woman in this match has definitely had the opportunity. So we've got two of the new additions to the women's division here on Raw, kicking things off, coming out first. That is, of course, Eve, and this woman right here, Layla.
From Miami, Florida, Layla.
But of those traditionally here on Raw, we'll be seeing Nikki Bella and Trish Stratus both competing in this. Looking to really give a spotlight to some of those that have been a little less featured as of late. Cool finally able to get back together. Has really made Layla and Michelle McCool pretty happy. Seeing there's no women's tag titles. But all three tag teams, man, those would be some desirable championships. All three tag teams. You think even if every single woman teamed up, that'd be a maximum of 7 teams. Yeah, that would be great.
From Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Bella.
Well, Nikki Bella is someone who we've really not seen on Raw lately. Her sister Brie moved over to SmackDown where she became a manager. And, you know, she's had a bit of a spotlight over there, not necessarily as a competitor, but she's led Justin Gabriel down a really good path. The guy's light heavyweight champion and WWE Tag Team champion. But maybe it's time her sister Nikki did something, so she's in this Battle Royal to try and do just that.
And their opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
And of course, finally we've got Trish Stratus coming on down. She's had a few opportunities at the Women's Championship in the past, you know, it's no secret, people know that. But she's never actually managed to capture a championship here on Raw. And I think that's kind of been getting to her a little bit. It's got to be in the head. She's got to be thinking about the fact that she hasn't been able to overcome Karma. But maybe things will change now. You know, I'm pretty sure the only women's champion we've already seen almost all of this season has been Karma, and Trish Stratus made her debut this season. This is an elimination 4-way, as per the usual way with these kind of 4-ways. It's elimination style. Disqualifications are a possibility, but falls do count anywhere to make sure that we actually see an outcome happen in the next 30 minutes. And then in regards to tonight's main event, in what has been a big update, allow me to explain why it is that I got things so mixed up, because it was definitely a mix-up, that's what it was. So originally we were supposed to be having Sheamus versus Vader for the World Heavyweight Championship after Vader won the triple threat last week. After the backstage attack from Edge to Sheamus, Mick Foley said that Sheamus can do double duty. Or Edge can end up getting his first title defense in. So what was going to originally happen was Sheamus was going to defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Edge here tonight, and then Vader, being the rightful contender to the championship now, would face off against either Sheamus or Edge the very next week in another World Heavyweight Championship match on Raw. But because of the attack and the injury sustained, we now know that Sheamus will defend against the man he's going to face off against. Next week, it will be Sheamus versus Vader, one-on-one here tonight. Instead, I can guarantee that both Edge and Randy Orton are going to be looking for some retribution next week on Raw. Let's hope they can get it. Let's hope that the United Kingdom can be brought to justice a little bit. TLC is drawing near, and it seems like at the moment Mick Foley's given all his money matches away for free on Raw. He could easily be setting up Sheamus versus Edge for the World Championship for TLC. He could be setting up Sheamus versus Vader for TLC, but he's seeming to want to get them all out nice and quick. We do know one thing, the winner of this match will get to face Beth Phoenix for the Women's Championship at TLC. That will be one of the TLC matches that you can look forward to, joining Drew McIntyre and Randy Savage, who will also be competing at TLC for the European Championship. Ugh.
Just a perfect head scissor. You know, Trish Stratus is making my eyeballs very happy right now.
Oh, Jesus.
With a nice
Don't say that shit, dude. Layla going for a big DDT. Be very interested to see who it comes down to in this one. I think we could be in for a very unique opponent for Beth Phoenix. Brown-haired Trish Stratus just makes me so uncomfortable. I never really saw a lot of Trish because I started watching in 2005 and I think she retired in like 2006. I think she was quite inconsistent too. Same with Leah, I never really saw a lot of either of them. They were quite inconsistent parts of the shows back then. But even still, having played like the SmackDown vs. Raw story modes and stuff, seeing brown-haired Trish Stratus just feels so strange to me. I really don't like her attire in this game. It's a hard one to do threads for. I don't like the red pants, but I wanted to give her something different. I mean, I don't hate it, I just don't really like it that much. But I'm not going to change it, so, you know, it is what it is. I think the interesting one, the one that I've kind of got to keep my eye on this match is Layla, because let's not forget, the last time we saw Layla in competition was during the cross-promotional matches that we were getting. Layla was set to face off against Karma with Michelle McCool in her corner, and it was Michelle McCool that got the disqualification in that match, but Layla was really holding her own against Karma. I think we could have actually seen one of Karma's incredibly rare losses in that matchup, but obviously we never really got the chance, we never actually got to see it because of the disqualification. So I think Layla being contender to the Women's Championship and facing off against Beth Phoenix, I think she'd stand a pretty good chance. You know, she managed to go toe-to-toe with Karma, who was someone who originally had the number of Beth Phoenix quite strongly.
This match has been 100 miles an hour since the opening bell.
And right now, I just don't really know what to say about this match. It's just kind of a happening in the ring. Layla looking for that big kick, maybe? Is she going to get it? Oh no, she's just going to walk around. Oh no, she doesn't do the... She does the... Oh wow, I don't remember what Layla's finish is called. I used to remember that. Neck breaker. We'll just call it the neck breaker, because I don't remember what it is. But that is Nikki Bella out. She just really isn't as much of a star as her sister Brie, and it shows.
Now it may just be a matter of... And she slaps onto submission. Will this be it?
I don't get that. Why break it up this early? If I was in a
The
match
trick
like
is
this,
that
I
Brie
would
wears
have
that
arms
cool
to get
camo.
worn down as quickly as possible.
That's what makes her win.
Michael, I love diva matches. No, I hope heaven is kind of like this.
You wouldn't be alone, King. The WWE Universe loves Trish Stratus and all she's accomplished.
Those noises.
Attack right to the back.
I think Sheamus could be in for a real tough challenge in our main event up next, though. Got to defend that World Heavyweight Championship against Vader, one of few who have managed to defeat Sheamus during his World Heavyweight Championship reign. That was actually the reason Vader was ever brought over here to Raw instead of being a member of ECW, was the victory over Sheamus. Struck a lot of interest in Mick Foley, who managed to negotiate the exchange. Obviously McMahon really wanted Kane, so things worked out for the both of them.
Hard impact to the arm.
Vader could finally capture his second World Championship tonight, though. The man, a former ECW World Champion, could become World Heavyweight Champion. I definitely think it's a possibility tonight. We'll just have to see what kind of a state Sheamus is in. Sometimes that guy can really surprise. Is this going to be enough to eliminate Eve? Yes, it is. So it's now Trish Stratus and Layla. And Layla looks a little hurt, whereas Trish Stratus seems to be A-okay. I do personally feel that Layla would be the favourite. I would be very interested in seeing a match between her and Beth Phoenix, but I think a match between Trish Stratus and Phoenix also could be a pretty great one. These are two people with a lot of potential. Weird sound effects too. We're going to maybe see one of those neck breakers from Layla again. Yes, we are. I just kind of felt like that was coming. Gotta make sure to get away from the ropes. That's right. There are rope breaks in this matchup. Is Layla going to get the victory over Trish Stratus? Yes. Yes, she is. So there you have it. Layla will be the one to face off against Beth Phoenix in 3 weeks' time at TLC for the Women's Championship. In a weird way, this is kind of the more favourable kind of person you want going for it. We know Beth Phoenix has got backup in the form of Natalya, but now Layla's got Michelle McCool on her side. This is going to be pretty big. I actually think Layla might be able to end Phoenix's reign before it ever even began. Personally, I think it's a possibility. But now we must move on to our main event. World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. It is Vader challenging Sheamus one-on-one for the World Heavyweight title. But let's hope Vader can make it to the ring okay with what's been lurking backstage all night, being the United Kingdom, who seem to be on a real roll tonight. You see, as I said, they're on patrol tonight. Backstage, watching every... Oh! Okay! Randy Orton and Edge getting a little bit of revenge. I don't know what this means for our main event tonight. Edge is clearly still capable of competing, but Vader has been told he will be getting his title shot tonight. I'm very interested. I'm sure Mick Foley has made a decision based on this, but I guess we'll have to wait for the official announcement on who's coming out, who's getting that title shot. You know, he's going to want it. He's going to be expecting it now. You can't really take that away from Vader. I guess all will be revealed as soon as we get the official word. Here comes the champion out first. Ooh.
Introducing first, representing the United Kingdom, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Well, that is just about the last thing I think Sheamus wanted. He was hoping to have had Edge taken out. He was hoping to try and take care of Vader himself next week, I'm sure. But after his actions, they've just come back to bite him, because now not only does he have to fight Vader this week, but Edge too.
And introducing the challenger from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 456 pounds, the man they call Vader.
Well, Vader won triple threat last week to be here tonight, defeating the likes of CM Punk and Kevin Nash in a stacked triple threat match. Let's see if he's got what it takes to beat Sheamus and Edge here tonight and finally capture that World Heavyweight Championship he made the move to Raw to get in the first place. Vader has been all business lately, and he's been an absolutely incredible addition to the Raw roster, no doubt about it. Raw roster taking a little bit of a hit lately. They've lost another couple stars, as obviously the Disciples of Darkness moving over to SmackDown, but I don't know if you necessarily call them stars, to be fair. It's not the biggest loss. Can't believe he's actually managed to make it out here tonight to compete for this match. A man that was looking like he was completely taken out of the equation by the United Kingdom at the start of the show. Obviously they should have worked a little harder. A few strikes to the back is not going to be enough to take Edge out all night. Tell you what, it looks like Randy Orton might have already found his tag team partner though. These guys seem to be making a pretty good pairing at the moment. That was a very grainy video.
And that's what it's all about. That's the prize.
You can almost see the deep sigh of dread from Sheamus as he prepares for this triple threat match between Edge, Vader, and himself for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, in a way, I think Vader's probably going to... I think Sheamus is going to be more focused on probably running out the clock than he is on dealing with these two together. And they're both going for him. The eyes are on the prize. Drew McIntyre is nowhere to be seen in terms of helping Sheamus, but I don't really know how he was going to help in a triple threat match, to be fair. They're going to come out and beat up one of the guys for Sheamus. Obviously, we know Wade Barrett and William Regal ain't going to be able to make it anytime soon. Although, again, a few strikes to the back maybe won't be enough to keep them out forever. The United Kingdom could easily rush this ring at any moment and ruin this whole match if they want to. Let's not forget, Sheamus is a bit of a freak of nature, though. This guy is actually the longest reigning and by far the most successful defending World Heavyweight Champion. I believe he's like 100 and something days. Like I don't even know if he's past 100 yet. But I remember looking at his statistic, and the fact that he has already defended the World Heavyweight Championship 5 times since winning it showed me that that is a man who has actually really proven himself as World Heavyweight Champion. And Sheamus picked his spot. He waited until the two had kind of tied up with each other, and then he got the hell out of there. The World Heavyweight Champion just letting them take care of each other at the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. One of these men will leave here the world champion.
Sheamus' World Championship on the line. World Championship match is not something you see too often here on Raw. Referee keeping an eye on Sheamus. I'm not sure why. There's no actual disqualification rules in a triple threat match. There would be in an elimination style, but in a triple threat match there's no disqualification, and you can't really declare who would be the winner. Would it be the guy who was struck or the guy who wasn't involved at all? It's not really fair to say.
When you go up against Edge, you have to watch out for all of his tools. The spear, his big DDT, and the Rated R Superstar's most dangerous tool, his mind.
Sheamus right now getting manhandled as he makes himself a target to both men just by entering the ring. Look at the strength of Sheamus, though. I definitely think he's in a high running for one of the best stars of 2010. And you know, we've only got one more month left to go of 2010. In fact, starting next week, we'll be in December here on Raw. actually starts, well, the next month starts on SmackDown. We got one more episode in November in ECW tomorrow night, and then we're there in December. We're at the end of the year. It's pretty crazy.
With the championship at stake, you know these superstars will give everything they have to win here tonight. Big move coming.
Sheamus and Vader actually working together on Edge for a second there. Surprised actually that Sheamus hasn't tried to bribe either man in this match to work with him, but they both want that championship so bad he'd have to offer something real big. Wow, I've never actually seen anyone just get slightly nudged by that before. Usually that clubbing blow sends them flat on their back.
Oh, what a destructive counter from Vader.
You can really see the World Heavyweight Champion just kind of watching and picking that spot. Whatever he sees fit.
He wants to remove that padding.
And there goes the protective padding on the corner. Vader shifts his attention to Sheamus, who of course sends him right into the exposed steel. That's a guy who knew exactly what he was doing.
Who's got what it takes?
Anything is legal. I mean, Sheamus can grab a steel chair at any point and start swinging should he see fit. No disqualification in a triple threat match. Sheamus insists he's beaten everybody here on Raw. To my knowledge, he doesn't actually hold a pinfall victory over Vader. I don't think he's ever beaten Randy Orton either. I think he has a victory over Edge at some point, but not for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I know he's definitely beaten Batista a couple times.
Edge thinking one or two moves ahead with each hold. It's a big fight feel here in this arena.
He claims the Survivor Series victory is kind of the end of it all. He beat Vader, Kevin Nash, and Punk in one match, and now he holds a victory over everyone. That is Sheamus' statement. He's definitely got one of the best win-loss records across the entire company. Probably be the first man to hit 30 victories at this rate. Sheamus leaving Vader to pummel Edge.
Vader's practically licking his chops now. He wants to eat this guy for dinner.
A huge, bone-jarring German suplex. Sheamus appears to be admiring his work. King, as soon as this match is over, we may need our medical personnel down here to check on the injured ribs and back.
Edge really getting a hot streak in there. And Sheamus catches him. Oh, white noise. Vader's just been laid into. Brogue kick by Sheamus. And here's the cover. I think he thinks Edge is still out from the white noise. I mean, he was literally stood right next to the guy, but he didn't seem to realize.
And those repeated blows to the skull have definitely taken their toll.
Oh my god, Edge, be careful, man. Your neck.
Watch it, watch it.
Sheamus watching as Edge sizes up Vader for a spear. Vader is oh, definitely been taken out. And look at Sheamus! You gotta be kidding me. The guy actually thought that was gonna work.
Under the rules of a no disqualification match, the referee is powerless to stop this one.
Well, the World Heavyweight Champion now seems to be in a bit more of a dire situation laying on the mat, but both Vader and Edge are hurt. I mean, Vader's taken some big moves. Oh, Edge. I think he's had enough. He's reached a breaking point. Perfectly legal. It's a triple threat match. Nothing Sheamus wouldn't do. Oh boy. Oh god, I think Sheamus may have just given Edge ideas. I mean, other way around. Edge may have just given Sheamus ideas. The world champion finally being forced to actually take part in the match for his championship. Vader has been bloodied and the battery for Controller 1 is low. Look guys, the battery for Controller 1 is low. Vader's been busted open, he's been hit with some big moves. Noise.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone who enjoys hurting people as much as Sheamus does.
The world title.
What is Sheamus gonna do now? Oh no. Gotta be careful with this. Oh boy, oh no, oh god! Jesus, Sheamus! That's gotta have taken edge out of this match completely. No. No, not at all. Not even slightly.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put each other through.
Oh, he's going for it again, but oh, Edge able to reverse out. Oh boy, right on the steel chair. His head's gonna... Okay. It's actually quite nice of Edge to have dropped Sheamus forward. Vader looking for a pin? The hell made him think he was gonna get a victory over Sheamus then?
Right now his head must be screaming in agony. How much more extreme will this match become?
Sheamus. Oh, look at this.
Caught him big time and broke kick straight to Edge. Sheamus in for the cover. Vader is laid out. The referee counting the pin and Vader hasn't realized and it's too little too late. Sheamus retains the World Heavyweight Championship in what was a very quick and sudden pinfall. Say what you want, that wasn't even all that much of a tainted victory. Yeah, he struck them with a steel chair at one point, but the man he got the pinfall over, you know, you can break someone through an announcement table anytime. Like, it's actually not against any rules. Sheamus has now actually done what he said he'd done all along. He's overcome both men. Whoa, hold up a minute! Oh my god! What? What is going on? Drew McIntyre finally standing up for himself. Is this the end of the United Kingdom? I mean, I know he wasn't anywhere to be seen all night, but this... Wow, I was not expecting that. Oh, okay, well, we'll move on. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on ECW.